So, what are we doing in the show?
Well, you're hit the record button, so let's figure it out.
Oh, shit. Welcome back to the Gridiron Goons. I'm your host, Brandon. I'm with the preacher.
What up?
I'm with the Sean O'Mac.
Hello.
We got some new buttons we're going to be trying out. Two of them, actually.
Yes.
If you've been following along, you might know what one of them is, and the other one I think is going to be a surprise. I don't know. Have we brought it up, Sean?
No.
Okay. So the other one will be a surprise. You'll probably hear. I'm going to, find a way to have to use it, not to just hit the button. Last week I said we were putting out a mock draft. I lied. Dead ass. We had a schedule. I jumped the gun. That was my bad. The mock draft is next week.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the mock draft is going to come out
On Friday. Right?
No, it'd be Thursday.
Tomorrow.
No, next Thursday.
yeah.
Special episode next Thursday because that is draft day. And so we're providing our mock draft next week. The Gridiron Goons mock draft 2.0 because we kind of did
I have
a little
1.0 right here.
All right. Hold on. Time
Whoa.
out. Everyone just calm the fuck down.
We did do a little bit of a mock draft 1.0 a couple weeks ago. So this is technically 1.1 or 2.0, the final.
I've got the whole draft right here
Just
in my
hold on.
binder,
Just wait.
Whoa.
including trades.
Get some help.
Trades?
Yes.
Are you Mel Kiper?
okay,
I know you paid $11 from ESPN.
Everyone calm the fuck down. Mock draft is next week. It's coming out on Thursday.
Yes.
So you'll be able to watch the Gridiron Goons before the draft starts to find out how we think we're going to do this. Now, on Saturday, we're going to have another episode. Am I right or wrong? Because we will be reviewing round one. That'll come out Saturday, right?
I think
we'll
that's what
record
our
that on
schedule.
Friday.
Yes, I think that's what our schedule said.
So we will react to round one on Saturday. And on Monday, we will be reacting to 2 and 3. Yes? And then on that Thursday,
Then
we
react
cover the
to-
rest.
Yeah.
And probably a quick recap.
Especially Mr. Irrelevant.
There is a shit ton of backtracking we're going to do in a good way. There's going to be, we're just trying to get you as much information as possible. We are going to have extra episodes coming out, so keep your eyes peeled. If you're following on Facebook, we are going to be posting there to let you guys know I'm not going to say a change of recording schedule because that is incorrect. It is just for the next week and a partial of the week after, just because draft is such a big time. Because after the draft, there's really not much to talk about, right? And then it
OTAs.
Right, then it really goes OTAs, shit like that. But that's, isn't it a month away?
Well,
For after that?
yeah.
So
It's
we're going to
usually
be...
May, June.
June?
Rookie minicamps usually at the end of May.
Yeah.
And then OTAs.
We're gonna
OTAs
obviously-
are in June.
Yeah, we're going to be keeping you guys updated the best we can, but if we don't have much to talk about, we're just going to get on here and we're just going to be bullshitting. Just hanging out. Maybe not even talking about football.
I literally have my mock right here.
Yeah, well, guess what? You can save it for next week because I lied to you guys. It was an accident, okay? They
Well,
didn't
come
correct
next week, it's going to be different.
Stop it. Get some help.
But hold on here. They didn't even correct me. So I will take 50% of the blame and then we can put 25 and 20.
Sean, are you really wanting to do your mock draft right now?
Yep. No.
Oh,
Good.
Because
We got some shit to talk about.
we do have to talk about
Because
some
Tyron
stuff here.
Smith just retired.
He did.
He did.
Stop it.
Okay, first of all, what one do you want?
The shitter.
You don't like Tyron Smith? Just because he was a Cowboy for like 13 seasons? 12 seasons? Something like that. He was on Cardinals last year, I think. Didn't he? Or did he not?
I thought he was always a Cowboy.
I thought he retired a Cowboy.
I think he retired one, but I thought he went to the...
No, Patrick Peterson went back to the Cardinals to retire.
Oh, well, there's another one. I thought he played a year over in Arizona. Okay, all right, that's my bad. It's not that big of a deal. Everyone calm down.
Oh. Okay.
Well, yeah, Tyron Smith, great career.
Yeah, man.
I mean, so if you're right and he was always a Cowboy, they are fucked. They just lost Zach Martin. Now no Tyron Smith. The only person worth a damn on that O-line is Trey Smith. That is literally it. They are the epitome of flubbernucked.
So, add on, not only do they need wide receiver help in the draft, they need a running back, and now they need O-line.
Yeah.
He did not retire a Dallas Cowboy. He played the last season, 2024, in New York with the football Giants.
Ugh.
Yeah, or the Jets. Sorry, Jets, Jets.
Anyway, I knew he wasn't in the fucking Dallas. You wanted to call me an idiot.
He played 171 games over his 14-year career.
It's not too shabby.
Not bad at all, actually.
Yeah. For an O-lineman, not too shabby. Anyway, great career for him. Patrick Peterson, he's out too. He was a dog from start to finish.
Dog.
He was a dog.
Good career for him. I mean, congrats on retirement, guys. Like, you guys earned it for sure. Mm-hmm. We love what you've done for the game. Absolutely. Anybody else retire? I know Aaron Rodgers still don't have a team.
He might as well just retire.
That motherfucker's a ghost. No one's heard or seen that dude since the end of the season.
I heard otherwise, that he's been pitching himself to the Vikings over and over.
Preach.
I think, well, you know, if he pitches himself to the Vikings enough, maybe, just maybe, they will say, come on over. I think for the Vikings, it will really determine on what kind of OTAs look like for JJ. You know, if I'm assuming he's good to go, right, from his numerous injuries.
Let's put him out there. He can ball.
That's not what he said. He said, is he good to go?
He's good to go. So, I mean, I guess the question will be, coming into OTA's offseason workout, if he shows that he can play, I don't think Minnesota will call Aaron Rodgers to come play for them. If he shows a little regression or a little concern, I think Brett Favre's going to get the number one. Oh, wait, sorry. Aaron Rodgers is going to get the phone call to come to Minnesota. But, I mean, I don't know if really for any team is Aaron Rodgers really a viable solution for
I thought he was going to Pittsburgh. What happened to that?
I don't know. He's been ghost on that one, too.
I think for Pittsburgh, they can get a quarterback in the second round.
No, they're getting Milrow in the first.
I think you can get a quarterback in the second.
They're getting Milrow in the
Okay,
first.
well, then they take
Milrow got
in the
invited
first.
to draft night.
Right. He's going
I think he's going to go to. He's going to go late one.
Okay.
to Pittsburgh.
They
have like the 24th
Well,
pick.
hey, that's
Unless there's another team we don't know about.
That's next week.
Going to trade up to get him.
Green Bay?
No, they're getting a wideout. They need one.
We ain't getting a wide out.
No, you got MVS.
Dude, hey, guess what? Your coaching staff needs to hear this.
Stop it. Get some help.
Yes, very
You know
much
that.
so. I will clip that and send that to the
Clip that.
Green Bay Packers organization. Hopefully, don't take my shareholder away.
I don't
You know what? That's a shareholder. You have to listen to him.
Yeah.
You know what?
I
Fuck
own
it.
the team.
Absolutely. He owns a small portion.
Yes. Maybe
Am I wrong?
1 millionth
Forgot
of,
about that.
of portion.
You know, if
at
you're
this
trying to sell that, my grandpa would like to have
I
it.
will never sell that thing.
Okay, all right.
I'm just saying. That's not.
Stop it. Get some help.
Listen.
Everyone just calm the fuck down.
So, you know, we talk about the draft. Where can the fans watch the draft? There's multiple places that people watch the draft, whether it's NFL Network, ESPN,
B-dubs.
YouTube, Gridiron Goons.
Are you live streaming it?
Yeah.
Oh, we're not?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm down as fuck. I'll call off Friday.
I got twins.
I'll call. I won't call off.
Oh.
Me and Sean will call off on Friday.
Oh.
We'll fucking...
What?
I was already late Monday.
What happened?
He's a shitter.
Did you not wake up?
Yeah.
Oh.
And that never happens.
Well, I mean, the Monday blues always get to you, you know.
Dude,
It's-
it used to happen to Terry all the time.
Well, I'm pretty sure Terry looks out his windows and goes, "Oh, it's a little icy outside."
Stop it. Get some help.
Terry, that one's for you.
But yeah, first round coverage Monday. Draft is at 8 o'clock in the evening.
Thursday.
Or sorry, Thursday. My bad.
A week from tomorrow.
Yes.
Our mock draft comes out Thursday.
Yes. That evening.
I have it right here.
And then Friday, rounds 2 and 3 are at 6 o'clock.
And
on
it's
Friday
straight
the
fire,
25th.
dude. My 1-0.
So we're going to come back over here, record on Friday. So we can get the reactions of round 1. So it comes out on Saturday. And then we're going to come back over here on...
Well, if we're doing that, then we might as well fucking do our rookie draft.
Well,
Saturday or Sunday are we coming back here so we can
I
record?
think we were recording Saturday.
Yeah, I think we're recording Friday, Saturday. It was 2 days in a row. Because on Saturday
think-
we get the 2 and 3. That comes out Monday.
I
And
think we were doing it that way, but we'll have to figure that one
We're gonna
out.
play it
So-
by. You got some bonus episodes coming. If you don't like it, don't watch. I don't know.
We could even do our rookie draft.
No, we can't
No,
let
we
Terry
can't.
get all that fired up again.
All right. Well, we can't let him get mad.
Dude, he was so mad.
I mean,
Yeah, but he don't even
I
have
guess
a pick.
sound
it
off.
don't matter.
Listen, sound off in the comments. If you had a rookie draft for your
Dynasty.
dynasty league, would you rather pick like almost after the draft is complete, so it's fresh in your mind, or would you be concerned that players are going to hurt themselves in mandatory rookie camps and OTAs, and would rather draft it come fall time when you're typically drafting your redraft or keeper league? Sound off in the comments. Spotify, we'll put that as the poll. Draft early, draft late.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And I actually participate this time. Am I right?
Yeah, man.
Last couple times it's just been me.
What do you put down?
Whatever the fuck one I want to win because I'm a dog.
Well, any dogs that we have to talk about?
Just Ruben,
What, Ruben?
our classroom instructor. He was a dog.
From the 40s?
No,
I think
our-
he's talking about Ruben from American Idol. That dude could fucking sing.
No, our teacher last
That was like
week.
season 2, I think.
Season 2 or season 3?
No, Ruben was our teacher last week.
Yeah, he was our teacher at our dumbass class. Fuck that, dude. I didn't need to be there. You didn't need to be there. Some of us know how to drive trucks. I got in arguments with people that don't know how. Tell me I'm wrong.
Dude, you realize that was in 2003?
What season was it? He's looking
Season
it up.
2.
It was not season 23. I just seen something like that.
Those
Those
he
are
didn't
people that
even
are
win.
directed by
Oh,
you,
wait.
psycho.
It was Ruben Studdard from season 2.
That dude could fucking sing. What is going on?
Host? No, we need to know who won.
What the fuck are you on Wikipedia?
Carrie Underwood won it.
All right, guys. I'm sorry. This one's a little different.
Season 2.
Damn!
Did you...
Put
Okay,
some respect on my name.
who is his runner-up?
I don't fucking know. I just know Ruben. He was a dog, dude.
Wasn't it the Bower Sox girl?
Ooh.
No.
The one from Toledo, Crystal
No.
Bower Sox.
No.
Which one
No,
was
she
that?
wasn't until later on. It was Clay Aiken.
Ew. Sorry, Clay Aiken. No, I'm not.
No, Bower Sox was season 9. That was in 2010. 2010.
Good year.
The fuck it was.
I graduated in 11.
That was like 7th grade, bro.
That was when Scotty was on there. Dude, okay.
Scotty
Too
McScotty?
Hotty?
Scotty McCreery
Oh,
and Lauren Eleno
I thought you were
in
talking
that
about
season.
Scotty Too Hotty from
But
WWE.
anyhow, huge news in college football.
I don't want to talk about this fucking dude.
We have to. We have to. Listen, we have
flags.
so many college football like college players that are going to be drafted next week, we have to talk about one that wanted more money. Sean, what's his name? Because I am not going to say it because I'm going to mess up his last name.
Nico Iamaleava.
Leave a lot of lava or something like that.
Nico from Tennessee.
Yeah, that one.
Yes, he. So it sounds like this was post the Ohio State loss in December.
Iamaleava.
Went to Tennessee, whether I don't know if it was coaching staff or like the university AD or whatever, and essentially asked that he thought he was worth more NIL money than he was being paid currently. He was being paid $2.4 million in NIL money and felt that he was worth $4+ million
So,
in NIL.
Put this in perspective. Nico made $2 million last year?
I hope you're going
Yeah,
where I think you're
2.4.
going, because if you don't, I'm gonna.
And, okay, well, think about this. He made more money than Brock Purdy,
Thank you.
who's been to a Super Bowl, won his NFC Championship game. That's insane.
Yeah. Thank you. He thinks he was already making more than Brock Purdy.
The problem is what I don't like about Nico is he thinks he's bigger than the team.
Yes.
I don't like that.
I wish he would have just been wiped off the face of the earth. In football terms, I don't want him to die. Like, I wish he would have been like, yeah, I want $4 million, and every team in the country said, go fuck yourself then.
I hope the only spot he gets is junior college.
I get it.
I think when we talk about so NIL is becoming a beast that, I mean, even Nick Saban, he literally said it on his way out that it's gonna become something that's not good.
And I think that had a factor why he got out.
And I think when you look at college, so there's I do believe there is a Supreme Court ruling or some type of law that's coming down that talks about revenue sharing across college ball. So I think you're seeing kind of two facets with Nico and his decision to ask for more money. One, if he asks $4 million, gets $4 million, and I believe it's in May or June that they're supposed to start the revenue stream or sharing. If that starts in June and he already gets a contract stating he's getting $4 million in NIL, now he gets $4 million of NIL now. Where if he got a deal done in August, he only gets a percentage because it goes differently. Now, do I like him asking for $4 million? I mean, the kid can do what he wants, but I think you have to read the room. You have to read what you feel if you feel you're worth $4 million,
Which he's not.
you can ask for $4 million.
Yeah, my Bryce Underwood's worth 12. We'll get into that when we're done.
But like, so you can ask for $4 million, but don't be surprised when the university, and Tennessee is the only university so far, that's the first one that has said, actually, we don't think you're worth $4 million. We only think you're worth 2.4. Or actually, hey, you threw, you threw 19 touchdowns and 5 interceptions last season. But you, when we needed you to perform the most against Ohio State, you threw for 104 yards and 45% completion rate.
Right. That playoff game, that's
Right.
not $4 million. That's
Right.
400.
So
It's free.
Yeah.
can you get me there? Okay, you can maybe get me there, but can you win me that? No. So do I want to pay you $4 million in NIL money when now I have to structure my NIL money to pay everybody in the team? So I think we're seeing it come to a head where it's going to regulate itself. Reports are that UCLA was offering him, it's not disclosed, but from the initial reports, it's not $4 million to go play at UCLA. So I guess the question, I know NIL was intended to be a good thing to pay players based off of their image because they were getting taken advantage by the NCAA. Now the NCAA really doesn't have rule or reign almost in that.
It needs to be redone.
Right. So do you think one of two things? One, if he gets paid, let's just say 2.6. Let's say they give him 2.6. Do you think this will discourage others that believe their value is higher than what they're being paid? Or do you think this becomes a kind of case moving forward?
I think this is opening a door. I think he's not the first one. He's not the last one.
I have a problem with it. I don't think you should pay a player to be on your team. Now, if you're using that player in advertisements, if he's in commercials for your college, pay him. But it's you're here to play football, here's your money. I think that's wrong.
Yeah.
I think the NIL is just way out of what it should be. I believe college players should be paid. But it's not, hey, here's so much money, come play for me. It should not be like that. It should be, hey, I want to put you in 3 commercials. Commercials are worth X amount of dollars. Mm-hmm. This is how much you're paid. So
X amount of autograph sessions.
Yeah, whatever.
Shit with the
like
fans.
Yeah. Meet and greets and all that, or I want to tell you over. And it's like, okay, so if you want more money as a college player, you say, okay, well, instead of 5 autograph sessions, I want to do 10. Instead of 2 commercials, I want to do 5. That's how you'd make more money. Not, well, I think I'm worth it.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I think in some ways the NIL also has helped college football become a little bit more balanced. I think it really, if you look at, and I know you are now a bandwagon to Georgia.
I am.
But a mere, what'd you say, Sean, 7-8 years ago, Georgia wasn't really in the conversation. And so, you see, I mean, Debo, or not Debo, who's in Clemson, Sean? Dabo Sweeney. He
said Debo.
Stop it. Get some help.
But yeah, so Dabo,
the biggest college coach that's against the NLI.
Right, but he
NIL.
What'd I say?
NLI.
Yeah.
Either way,
Name, image, and likeness.
Name,
Yes.
likeness, image.
Stop it. Get some help.
Got his ass.
But no, so he didn't like the NIL. He didn't want to deal with it, but if you really start looking at Clemson, the past couple of years when NIL has become more and more predominant in transfer portal and everything, he wasn't getting all the good players in the transfer portal, and so he wasn't winning the championships. He wasn't making it far into the playoffs. And unfortunately, this is where college football's come, but it's also created more parity. We had Ohio State playing Tennessee, Now, that on paper should have been a really good game. There was a couple of things that obviously, injury to the running back. Can't remember his name.
Samson?
Yes. He got injured with concussion during the game. But you look at that Penn State Notre Dame game, Georgia Notre Dame. You look at the Ohio State Notre Dame, Ohio State Texas. All of those games were really good games. Mm-hmm. So now we're talking about games that matter more in the postseason, but you're also paying these guys more. You think of Will Howard. He went in the transfer portal to Ohio State because he goes, I want to play for a team that's going to win. So I'm willing to go play for them. Now, I don't know I can't remember what his NIL money was. Ohio State paid almost, I want to say $21 million for their roster. Now, that was for a lot of guys that were coming to retain a lot of guys. But they're also obviously going to get Will Howard. You got Caleb Downs. You got Travion. or not Travion, Quinshon Judkins in the transfer portal. All of those guys cost some money. But I know a lot of guys like Jack Sawyer, JTT, Travion, and everybody that came back for that neat season, they were paid as well. So it's good for college football for guys to be paid, but at what point do we just turn this into a
salary
NFL
cap.
D
Do you
league?
put a cap on it?
That's what I was about to bring up. Like, just pull a number out the air, 20 million. That's all you get to
Just
spend
play
on
the game. Say you get $2 million. That's it.
Right.
No more, no less.
Because I feel like at this point we are almost to the point where SEC and Big Ten need to break away from the rest of NCAA because they're the two predominant conferences in the country. If teams want to jump from the Big 10 or Big 12 or wherever to jump into one of these two, it almost becomes a NFC AFC kind of realm. You have a commissioner, you have legal, a PA for the Players Association, and you run it almost like an NFL league, but you, in a sense, then work with the schools as licensing. So it's still Ohio State, it's still Michigan, it's still Georgia, but these guys are really almost playing USFL or NFL D League. So because you really think about the guys, now there are plenty of guys that go to colleges that aren't in the SEC or the ACC that do have a really good NFL career, but none of those guys are going to ask for $4 million. Like no guy at Toledo is going to say, "Oh yeah, I'm worth $4 million. Pay me $4 million," when we're playing on Tuesday nights in the MAC. So I almost feel like they got to figure something out. I kind of hope nobody would sign him, just
That's
because.
what I was hoping.
As much as I think it's okay for him to ask, it's also okay for no team to say yeah.
I don't think it's okay for him to ask.
I think
I have a major problem with it. Like, I really do.
I think you should be able. Not that you should. I think you should be able to, but I don't think that's the right thing to do.
So Sean brought up what I was going to bring up. He was literally making double what Brock Purdy was making.
Yeah. Wild.
And you got the balls to ask for 4 times what Brock Purdy's making? Now, don't get me wrong. When they sign Purdy, is he going to be in the 50 mil range more than likely? Yes, but that's not the point. Last year, he made double what Purdy did. That's the point. Now, something I wanted to bring up, that Bryce Underwood, Michigan, $12 million. Is that what it was?
I want it.
10? Wasn't it 10?
10 or 12.
Please quickly look that up, because I want to have this correct. And then you type in NIL after that. Like, you got to have it spaced, though.
10.5 to 12.
Yeah, that was paid by Barstool Sports, wasn't it?
Majority of it.
Majority, yeah.
Bang! Huge problem.
Wait, Dave Portnoy?
Noy, yes.
Noy?
Portnoy. That's a huge issue for me. So you're telling me if you, obviously, huge Michigan fan, if you win the Mega Millions, right? You've got $500 million sitting in the bank, and you said, "I want to win the national championship this year." So you just start saying, "All right, you come here, you get 10 million. You come here, you get 10 million." You're just fucking sniping everybody. That's not fair to anybody.
That's wild.
Is it? With your bubbly. That's that Michael Bublé.
Yes, that Michael Bublé.
That's not fair whatsoever. I get it, quote, "Life's not fair." You know, people that say that saying are the ones making your life unfair?
Oh.
Think about it for a minute. Anyway, it's absolute bullshit. I can't stand it. The greed is just so real that, like, it opens up a whole new conversation.
And let's not get it twisted. These kids, they're not blind. They're seeing what these schools and NCAA are making.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Where's my
why
piece
can't
of
I
the pie?
ask more?
Well, like you said, there almost has to be a salary cap.
Yeah.
Because if you want to say 20 mil, right? 20 mil is the cap. Then just make it 20 mil. Now, every booster that had, Portnoy would pay 10 million of the $20 million, you know? So I guess there's only a couple ways for this to be resolved. One, they make the rule that you have a cap. Two, schools just say, nope, we're not going to allow you, we're not going to pay you $4 million. We're only going to pay you $2 million. And so if enough of these kids say, hey, I think I'm worth $5 million, and, you know, you're only worth $2 million. I think it also comes into play where some of these schools are getting general managers. Now, imagine if you had, so they're almost turning this into an NFL front office staff. So you have a general manager. What if you have a financial team? And so you say, hey, I feel I'm worth $4 million. And they say, okay, Nico, in the first half of the season, you played really good. The back half of the season, you started to fall off a little bit. And then when we needed you the most, you didn't perform. We actually think you're worth $2 million instead of 2.4. Take it or leave it. Because now if you give the leverage in some ways back to the school to, in sense, quote, negotiate the NIL and say, hey, you're only worth $2 million. What if they said, you're only worth 1.4 to us? What if you want 4, go find somewhere else to go? And I think that's just it almost is falling into lines with free agency.
These universities are going to have to start staffing and acting like a real NFL team.
Right.
And that's why North Carolina beat everyone to it. They went out and got an NFL coach.
So, I'm trying to find. Why don't, if everyone likes to get paid NIL like that, right? They like how this is going. Why don't no fucking teams have a roster? Now there's no more scouting. And you name your price. And team will look at all the players in the country and say, I'm willing to pay $5 million for him. I'm willing to pay $10 million for him. I'm willing to pay nothing for him. And just make teams like that. Fuck it. If everyone's got their own price.
That's almost why you would need a cap.
I can't stand it. It doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't make sense because we're also talking about college too.
Right.
And there's still guys that, you know, I think the NIL is a small part of the majority of the NCAA football. Like D1 football, you think about, was it 120 teams now in D1? I think of the teams like in the MAC or the WAC, or is it still the WAC? WAC? You know, even smaller teams in the Big 12 or the ACC. You know, I mean, in Mountain West, you know, look at those teams, and I think you have to, like I said, it almost has to separate itself from the rest of the NCAA, because Toledo, you know, we record in Ohio. Toledo's not going to be able to pay somebody $4 million.
No.
They might be able to pay one guy $4 million, but definitely not. Right, maybe. But they're not going to be able to pay 3 guys, even 3 guys that want $2 million each. You know, you're not going to be able to pay that. You know, even think about all the Florida schools, right? There's FSU, there's Florida, and Miami, right? Those are the 3 big Florida schools. Well, you got UCF, who may or may not won the championship.
Oh, don't start that.
You know, according to them. You have USF, that's
South
in Tampa.
Florida.
You have what's the other one? FAU. And then I think there's another one, or like another 2 that are in the state.
There's a lot of them.
Those schools aren't going to be able to compete with paying somebody, so they're just going to get I know they're not. UCF probably is maybe the closest one that has any, in some ways, statement about being, you know, higher up, but none of those schools are going to be able to compete. So you have to figure out some solution to the problem. Before we get back in the NFL, there is one more topic I do want to talk about in college ball.
I have one as well.
Did you see that they are retiring Shedeur Sanders' jersey?
Yes.
And Travis Hunter. Yeah.
Do you realize that Tim Tebow, a Heisman-winning quarterback,
And two
and
national championships.
2 national championships, does not have his number retired in
It's
University in
all
Florida?
for the hype train. That's why it was announced
Tra-
prior to the draft.
Travis Hunter, absolutely. I get
Makes
that
sense.
one. Heisman winner.
Okay.
Just
One of the best athletes.
Shedeur
we've ever
Sanders,
seen.
13 and 12 in 2 years starting in Colorado. Never won a bowl game. Cordell Stewart won 2 bowl games. And his number 10 is not even retired. Rashawn Salam, not retired.
Fucking crazy.
The nepotism is sickening.
What do they call them? A nepo baby? Is that what that's called? He's pulling up stats for Shedeur. Just bear with us a second, preacher.
Jackson,
Stop it. Get some help.
no, Jackson State. He played. He threw more touchdowns in Jackson State.
Well, yeah, a smaller program.
Right. But, I mean, there really isn't much movement.
No.
There's not much improvement. If you really think, okay, he was 272 on 413, 65% completion, 30 touchdowns in his rookie year at Jackson State, and his last year was 353 for 477, 74%, and 37 touchdowns to 10 interceptions, and had 42 sacks and 35 sacks in his rookie year.
Stop it.
Like,
Never
there's
won a
not-
conference, never won a bowl game, never
No
been to a
way.
playoff
It's
game.
just the hype train. And I think it's because Dion is scared because his son is not that good. So he's trying to keep the hype train high. That's what I think it is. I think he is worried that his son's performance cannot back up the hype train. So he's trying to make the train even bigger.
You know what's crazy is he's got 2 sons in the draft this year, and only one's getting talked about.
Shiloh's in there too?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He's not getting talked about.
See, look at that. That's kind of fucked up. Shiloh. Ain't he a safety? Mm-hmm. Is he any good?
His number will probably be retired next week.
Yeah, I think Dion is scared that Shedeur can't back up the hype train, but he's just trying to make it even bigger, which, you know what that leads to? Massive draft busts. That's what that leads to.
Well, in my mock,
Nope.
Save it.
Stop it. Get some help.
I'm going to wear that button the fuck out.
Already. Week 1. It's like the drum roll from the week before.
she don't mind.
No, Harper don't give a damn.
She don't even know what's going down.
To kind of move us back to the NFL a
Yeah.
little bit. Did you guys see that Mad Max Crosby took on a side gig as assistant GM at Eastern Michigan?
No.
He will be basically a talent scout for defense. Is essentially what he's doing. He's also handling a little bit more business, but he's a front office executive.
Eastern Michigan.
I believe that's where he went to college.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, good thing they don't have Connor Stalions' level of scouting.
Oh.
Sorry, they're only separated by like 10 miles, but, you know.
Yeah, he will help evaluate high school and transfer portal prospects, manage the team's NIL and revenue sharing budget, and assist the athletic director with fundraising, alumni relations, and student athlete
Oh,
support.
yeah. When's he going to have time to do all that? He's a professional football player. He's got to train. He's got meetings.
He's got trains?
travel.
What kind of trains you got? Like a Lionel set?
He got fired.
No, not that Lionel. Like them trains you were talking about.
I don't
Was it
know.
like a CSX or maybe a
I think I had
Norfolk
one when I was a
Southern?
kid.
See? I got one that's like a Christmas theme.
Yeah, What about Lumpy? Does he have like one of those mini Mickey Mouse ones?
Hell no. He's got everything you can like ask for as a child. He can be without the fucking train set.
Okay.
I love him to death, but he is spoiled.
They said Henry Ruggs is about to get out of jail next year and make an NFL comeback.
Hell yeah.
But he's going to be on probation.
He's a speed demon.
He's going to be 27.
You get it?
I get it.
113 miles.
That's nuts about Kyron Lacey,
Who?
the wide receiver from LSU.
R.I.P.
Yeah, we didn't start out with that.
No, we didn't. Oh. My bad. I'll say that.
I saw that.
R.I.P.
You guys sent
RIP.
that on Sunday, and I was at church, and I opened it up while I was at church. I know. Shouldn't be doing that. But I was like...
Damn, you were looking at Snapchat in church?
Well, I saw it, and I was like...
Why, you're not allowed to look at your phone in your
Well,
church?
you should be paying attention to God, but, you know... I opened it up.
Well, God's on the ESPN app, too.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm not getting into that.
All right,
Sean?
well,
Stop it. Get some help.
But I saw that, and yeah, I was kind of... That definitely hit me hard. I think it hits a little bit harder now that I'm a dad, too. Because, like,
get
could
that.
you imagine, like, your kid, you know, like, for his family, just your kid. You, dude, Sean, NFL draft next week.
Yes.
What's one thing
I
that
have
you're...
trades on my Mach 1.0.
No. So how many trades do you think are actually going to happen between when this episode gets released on Friday to the start of the draft?
I would say 2.
In the first round, or are they later on?
First.
First round.
Because I know I have 2 teams moving up into the top 5.
Oh, yeah.
Leave that
Leave
shut.
it. Leave it for next week.
Stop it.
Is it one of them, Ashton Genty? Because
Stop
he's
it.
He is
he's a
involved in one of
dog.
them.
He's a dog. You're a little late on that one. Dog.
Brock's a dog.
No. He got paid less than a fucking Tennessee quarterback. He's not that fucking good. Am I right?
That's right.
Fucking worthless. They can't be paying these players that. This is the reason that I hated Caleb Williams as well.
Oh.
Remember, if the team's not offering me part ownership, I'm not signing a contract.
What about Shador? He's
about
getting paid.
It's just nothing but a hype train, brother. That's all it is.
His number's getting retired.
That's absolutely fucking insane.
That's
Not even the Colorado greats are, but his is.
just think of how many NFL greats their numbers are not retired yet, either.
Julio. Mm-hmm. He just retired. It doesn't count.
Yes, it does.
Patrick Peterson.
He just retired today.
No shit.
Hey, it doesn't matter. But anyhow, anything else we got going down?
I don't know, man. Do we want to have a small sneak peek so Sean can finally get
I was
some
prepped
off
for
his
mock.
chest?
Actually, yeah. You know
No.
what?
You want a small?
Let's give him a little small
Next
sneak
week.
peek.
Next week.
Just give him a little small.
Just a
can't.
little small sneak peek.
So you're telling me that this whole fucking episode, you've been wanting to open that thing. We're giving you full go-ahead green light to pick one thing out of there. And you're going to say no. I won't even look. I won't even look. We're going to have to keep these people entertained while you're looking. They're not entertained by paper flicking, Sean.
For me,
Oh, shit.
I have.
oh,
What do you want to know?
just give us
I
something.
want to hear one of the trades.
one of them.
Just one.
One.
Pick the one that's less impactful.
Okay, go by. Give me a minute.
Okay. I think
You think Cam Ward's not going number one?
I don't think Cam Ward's going number one.
It's a lock.
I disagree. Yeah, I'm with Sean.
It's a lock.
That would be the
Hands
shocker.
down, we threw the fucking key
No,
away.
I think he's going number one, but I think Shedur's gonna.
You can't just fucking go back because we disagreed, you shitter.
I think Shedur's gonna drop out of the first round.
I hope so.
I have him. Let me tell you what. I have him drop.
One thing. So you can either pick the trade, or you can say
pick
the
Shedeur.
shocking thing.
It's not shocking. I'm just going to say this one thing. I have Shedeur falling to 12.
To 12.
And a trade. The Cowboys trade back.
Oh.
That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. I'm going to piggyback because this is speculation because I haven't done a mock because I wasn't prepared because it was supposed to be next week. I know I fucked it up.
Oh.
Give me a break.
Okay.
Anyway, I think the boys have to keep that first round and get another because losing Zach Martin and not having a running back in general.
Right. And
They are in so much trouble that they have to find a way to fix it this fucking year.
Right. They're still in the first round. They're just trading back. Another team's moving up to get Shedeur.
I'm listening to you, but what I'm saying is they need to keep that 12 pick and they need to find a way to get the 20th pick or something like that.
Well,
they have got to snag one of these
top
number
three
one
offensive
running
tackles.
backs, and they need to snag one of them top 3 O tackles.
So what I think Jerry will do, so running back's pretty deep. I think they're going to get their running back in the second round. I think right now, and they keep talking about a wide receiver. Yeah, CD needs someone to complement him. But I think right now, especially given the news today, they need one of the top offensive linemen.
100%.
Without a doubt.
Now, when it comes to the wide receiver that can help out CD a little bit, take some of the pressure off, you know what my brain's saying? Keenan fucking Allen is still out there without a team.
Man, I would love to see Emeka Ibuka there.
No, him and CD's the same player. They have the same style.
You got to have something different.
Keenan Allen is the difference maker for that team. Now, he's older. Yes, sign him to a 2-year deal. Use whatever the rest he's got in the tank. Pick up another wideout next year. You have a running back and an O tackle spot that desperately need filled.
Mm-hmm.
Pick up Keenan Allen. He's got to be cheap.
You know who could fit nicely in Dallas if they decide to stay at 12, but they don't stay at 12, given my mock. And if he falls to him, is Tet McMillan.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. Because when you said Egbuka, it's like, I disagree. Him and CD have the same style of play. You got to have something different. Because CD, when he's working in the slot, oh my God.
With Ferguson clogging up the mid. Oh my God.
They take Colston Loveland at the 12 spot.
No, I have Colston.
No, we already gave away.
All right, one little nugget. How many running backs go in the first round?
3.
You have 4. Mm-hmm. I'm with Sean.
Everything that Sean said, I've had one more. He said 2 trades. I said 3.
But you're going to be surprised by my 3rd.
Okay.
No, it's not Caleb
Anyhow,
Johnson.
No.
I'm Preacher, and we'll get to Sean's mock draft next week in our mock draft episode dropping on Thursday.
Yes.
Is that it?
Yeah, next Thursday.
Yeah, well, you're supposed to say, I'm Sean O'Mac.
I'm Sean
and then
O'Mac.
You're supposed to have like a little words of encouragement.
It's draft week. Hang in there. We only got 7 more days.
Absolutely. And that's Brandon. That's us, the Gridiron Goons, at the Gridiron Goons Studios. And always remember, when you get new buttons for the Road Dog, make sure you fucking use them. This is your week.
Stop it. Get some help.
I really do like